What you should be eating to get lean. Hi, my name is Dr. Michael Diamonds and I'm the founder of Sculpt by Science. This is the diet that helped me build muscle and lose fat simultaneously. Over the last 8 years, I've been focused on two main phases, a building muscle phase and a losing fat phase. Between these two videos, I've dropped a total of 39 pounds with this very simple diet. I'm going to show you exactly what I ate, starting at 202 pounds, and how that diet changed as I got to 163 pounds in under 10% body fat. I lost 1 to 2 pounds per week, but I didn't care for the weight. What I was mainly trying to achieve was losing the fat and build muscle, or at least maintain my hard-earned muscle. These are my side-by-side comparisons, day one on the diet and the moment I stepped on stage being in the best shape of my life. Let me know in the comments what you think was my starting body fat percentage and my final body fat percentage. I'll pick a winner from the comment section down below and I'll build them a personal meal plan myself. I also noticed that these are the very same meals that my clients that enjoyed my transformation, like Wayne, Tori, Nicholas, and James. Over my years of coaching, I've learned that people eat the same 5 to 10 meals on a diet their entire life because that's what they enjoy. In my first week, these were my macros: 200 grams of protein, 350 grams of carbohydrates, and 60 grams of fat, coming to a total of 2,740 calories. This is the video where you finally figure out what you should be eating to make a similar transformation. If you feel like you're about to quit, don't. This is the video that will change everything for you. But before we dive in, a lot of research and editing goes into making a video like this. Just do me one favor, if you wouldn't mind, gently hit the like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you enjoy this kind of content, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're new. Let's kick it off. What you should be eating to get lean. This video is finally going to show you what you should be eating, what meal plan you should be utilizing, and how to change that from being at 30% body fat and working your way all down to single digit. I took all the information from the years of being coaching, the clients that I've seen the most success with, and the meals that they utilize consistently. It's the meals you see in front of you. I'm going to show you how I'm going to change these meals as you get leaner. You're finally going to figure out how to go from having that belly fat, that chest fat, love handles, finally seeing a full six-pack with these meals. Before we dive in, for the people who need this content, we're searching for it, I wanted to make one video that will finally answer the question that you've always had of what you should eat to get lean. Leave the video the gentle thumbs up. I believe it will help someone out there. Comment down below which is your favorite meals and if you have any suggestions. But let's kick it off with meal number 1. There's a big reason why oats is one of the most popular breakfasts for bodybuilders, ranking the best breakfast according to the satiety index. Oats is the most filling. That being said, what we love to do is get some flavored oats, add 100 grams, and use a good tasting protein to give you a source of protein, to give it flavor, and it will make you feel very full. This combination can get you through the entire morning and allow you to have a late breakfast, but this is how you prepare it. You take your bowl of full oats, this is 100 grams, and when I add water, what you want the water to do is to give the oats volume. That is acceptable. I'm gonna put it in the microwave for 3 minutes so the oats absorb the water and it gives you a lot more volume. That is just enough, and now into the microwave for 3 minutes. Look at the nice caramel chunks that you get. I predominantly make the oats with water to give it the volume. However, just to add a bit more creaminess, I'm just gonna add a little bit of milk. Honestly, I don't even track it because I just keep it consistent. I then add the isopept, my favorite flavor, peanut butter puffs, 1 scoop. And you have your caramel peanut butter oats. Why people love oats and why I've noticed my clients love oats is because it's quick to make. And if you get AHP Labs, a great tasting protein with some good oats, you're good to go. Macros are 508 calories, that comes out to 69 grams of carbs, 7.8 grams of fat, and 36.2 grams of protein. This is a great source for your breakfast. Now, as 2 weeks pass, let's say your weight starts stalling, I want you to take 100 grams of oats and reduce that to 60 grams. That's going to bring your carbohydrate intake down by 25 grams overall, which is 100 calories, and then repeat the same diet, and you'll see the weight come off because you've now established a deeper caloric deficit. That is breakfast. Let me know if you guys have tried this out. If you want to pick anything from EHP Labs using the discount code DIAMONDS10, save you money, and that will tell EHP Labs, hey, we support Mike and thank you for the content he makes. But let's move on to meal number 2. Meal number 2, easy chicken burgers. You can find calorie-friendly buns. Each bun is 25.7 grams of carb. Now, I'll show you how to make it. So, cut it straight in the middle. That's one. Awesome. We want to add some low-fat cheese. So you can use any cheese you find that's low-fat. I'm going to use these cheese wedges, which I absolutely love. Add some lettuce to it to make it healthy. And you can add any lettuce on there. It can be iceberg, these are crunchitas. Now, I get a lot of questions. Mike, where do you get the sauces? I'm pretty sure this is only in South Africa. However, search on Amazon G Hughes. They have sugar-free barbecue sauces, sugar-free ketchup. All my clients have told me it is amazing. I've never tried it, but I swear everyone has told me that it's incredible. Order that from Amazon. You'll be good to go in terms of sauces. And in terms of the ketchup, you can get the 50% reduced sugar or 100% reduced sugar. I add a consistent amount. Then we add the Péronaise sauce. Now that that's prepared, you can meal prep the chicken breast just to save yourself time, and it takes you 5 minutes to make these sandwiches. You can meal prep them and take them with to work, and a lot of my clients do this. Again, this is another reason why I'm showing you this meal, because it's easy to meal prep, good macros for you to take with. Cool, let's do this. So here we go. 1, 2.
Always throwing these things on the floor.
That's clean. Sure. Chicken burgers. You've probably seen me make Dr. Mike's burgers as well on this channel. And I love adding this particular meal because it makes you feel like you're not on a meal plan. It just makes it feel like this is your diet that you eat. Now, the macros on all 4 of these altogether comes out to 1,063 calories, 117 grams of carbs, 26 grams of fat, and 86.8 grams of protein. That being said, I start off with 1,000 calories in a meal because I'm eating a higher amount. This is at my maintenance. From week 2 to 4, I remove 1 bun, and then I take the chicken and transfer it to the other 3. And then from week 4 to 6, I remove another bun, and I transfer the chicken just into 2. And then from 6 to 8, I remove the other, and then I just have the chicken on the side with 1 bun completely. And you can definitely switch out this entire meal for something else if you want to feel a little bit more full. But that is the strategy that I go through, and I basically just reduce 1 bun at a time, and each bun will reduce a total of 150 calories, and that will give me 300 calories once I've reduced 2, and then from there you just continue at 450, and that will continuously put you in a deficit. And those are just the ways I think of just reducing portion. It will help you draw that fat tissue out, but you're still getting in enough protein because you're maintaining the protein intake and you're training hard. But this is a fantastic lunch, easy to meal prep. Let's move on into meal number 3. Before I ever work with a client, I always ask them, hey, what is your favorite meal? Even if you think it's unhealthy. And the pizza will come up, the burgers will come up, and they'll kind of be shy and they'll feel ashamed. You don't have to feel that way. I've learned over years and years that there's a healthier way to making the foods you enjoy then that can make this a lifestyle, not a diet. If you want me to design it for you, I've been doing this for 8 years. Let me save you the time and the stress of being able to finally get into the shape of your life. If you want a direct path, you're at 30%, feel like you're too old, or you feel like, hey, you know, my time has passed, I can never see a 6-pack. In the description down below, there's a link for coaching. Fill out the application to the best of your ability, and we'll be getting in contact and see if we're a good fit and see if I can truly help you. And if I can, I will gladly do that, and we'll be able to work together, and I'll coach you to finally being able to see a 6-pack. That being said, fill that out. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Let's move on into the next meal. Meal number 3 is the classic and easy beef with rice. So all you need to do is take your rice, add it to a bowl, and prepare rice like you would any other rice. And because this is 500 grams, I'm actually gonna meal prep it and make it for 2 days. Oh, cool. Add whichever spice you like. This can be salt, can be pepper, and it doesn't really matter as long as you keep it consistent. Your water weight will always fluctuate, but what you really want to care about is the fat tissue. Making your meals more enjoyable will allow you to follow the diet closer, which will consequently help you lose fat, versus really caring about the spices you utilize, hate the diet, fail on the diet, if that makes sense to you. But meals that take more time, I highly recommend just meal prep it and save yourself the time. Awesome, so we have our rice prepared. And then, now to add the 200 grams of lean ground beef, I'm gonna take just a little under half, and the rest of it will be for the following meal. Let's add our veggies. I'm gonna cut the tomatoes in half. Add some of these crunchitas, and then I commonly get this, hey Mike, I don't eat rice anymore because it makes me fat. Now, this is typical demonization of carbohydrates. There's nothing wrong with it. What typically happens with carbs is that it's easily overconsumed. The same way donuts are easily overconsumed, the same way rice is, and the same way bread is. That being said, rice is perfectly fine. And over time, yes, you can find more foods that are high in volume for the same amount of carbs. And you can make that switch, for example, to like cauliflower rice. That being said, this is a fantastic meal. It's an easy rice with lean ground beef. Now, this is how I'd go about it. From week 6 to week 8, if you want to reduce it by another 100 calories, all you have to do is take your rice, uncooked weight from 160 grams to 120, from week 8 to 10, from 120 grams to 90 grams, and this way you slowly reduce the portion again, putting you in a deeper deficit and helping you lose more weight. But I also add in some tomatoes, some iceberg lettuce or any lettuce to be able to give you a source of micronutrients. But my mouth is watering just looking at this meal. That is what we'll have for dinner, and you'll go to sleep full. And for snacks, this is the last meal. You always want a serving of fruit and a serving of vegetables within your meal plan. And I love watermelon because of its volume. That falls in the same category as strawberries, kiwis. I also say the same for blueberries. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite fruit on a particular diet? This is 700 grams. And over time, you can take this from 700 to 500 and etc. When you get to a point where you're like, hey, you know what? I'd rather shift these carbohydrate sources to my main meals. Then you can do that for sure. But 700 grams here. And I love including a protein bar in my meal plan and my clients because it will allow you to have a protein source on the go. If you're hungry, this will stop you from making bad decisions when you're out and about in terms of your meals. But I always keep a protein bar in my plan as well as particular food. But those are all the meals. Let me give you the macros. So for the watermelon and the protein bar, we come out to 423 calories, 51.8 carb, 10.6 grams of fat, and 20.7 grams of protein. Now, this protein bar you may not find in your store, or you have something else, but find something that's friendly with carbohydrates, high in protein, and that is a great snack for you to have. Let me show you what all the meals look like together. So when I start a meal plan, I start at 350 carb, 200 protein, 60 fat. That comes out to be 2,740 calories. That's roughly my maintenance. And what do I do? Over the next 16 weeks, I slowly reduce my carbohydrate intake. I keep my protein where it is to maintain my muscle tissue. I keep 60 grams of fat to have a balanced amount of fat to be able to maintain my hormonal balance. And then finally, enough carbs to improve my performance in the gym, improve my energy output overall, and finally give me the best chance at holding on to that hard-earned muscle tissue. But as time passes, as you try and get in a deeper caloric deficit and go from 30% to 7%, this is the changes that I would make. Meal number 1, I would go from 100 grams of oats to 60 grams. That's 100 calories, right? And then let's say we do that for 2 weeks and we get to a stall, the weight's not moving anymore, you've tracked, you're seeing no changes. Then I would take from these 4 buns, I would reduce one of these buns. That's 25 grams of carbs roughly, which is 100 calories. I'd give it another 2 weeks. If my weight's dropping, no problem, don't change anything, nothing's broken. But if my weight isn't dropping and I've reached the stall again, I would reduce another bun, and then I would just eat the veggies and the chicken breast, or I'd add it to my other 2. And then again, finally, let's say another 2 weeks pass and you want to continue seeing progress, then you can reduce the 3rd one. At this point, I start making a decision, hey, can I eat another meal instead of this one that will give me more bang for my buck? And then finally with the dinner, right? If you want to be able to reduce your overall carb intake, you're going to do that from the rice. So I'm going to go from 160 grams of rice to 120. And then if I want another 100 calories, from 120 to 90. And the same goes with the watermelon. Why I wanted to show you guys this is that you don't have to overcomplicate. You can just meal prep and track everything once, and then over time slowly reduce portion, giving you a deeper caloric deficit, removing that fat tissue over time, and improving your performance in the gym. And following a plan consistently is what's going to allow you to be able to make this a life-changing lifestyle, and that's what I do with my clients. But I'll leave the video here. If you guys want to work directly with me, you want me to coach you to design something like this just for you, you're a busy professional, you want to be at peak performance in your career and in your health, you want to finally get rid of that belly fat you've tried for years, I am your guy. Go to the link in the description, book it, fill out that application to the best of your ability. That is how I choose if someone will be a good fit for Sculpt by Science, and then we'll jump on a call and I'll see if I can truly help you. But with that being said, leave a comment down below if you guys did enjoy this. If you want more of these type of videos, hit the gentle thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.